What's up, y'all? It's the Indie Boxx. It's the Real Housewife. Today, I'm interviewing Lit House X. So, the brainchild of it all, Temperance, y'all. Let's give it up. Shout out to Temperance, y'all. Shout out to Temperance. All right, so explain to me, one, who you are as a person and who Lit House is as a company, as a movement, as a just a whole thing, because y'all doing things. So explain to us, tell us what it's about.
Okay. What's up? I'm Temperance. Lit House X started in my living room, actually, off Finkel Avenue. But before I get into that, I'm going to just tell y'all who I am. I'm Temperance, coordinator of the Lit House X. I'm a creative, a musician, and I also started a production company. So,
Lit House.
Yeah.
The brainchild of it all, the nucleus.
So I created a collective with a lot of dope creatives, from modeling to fashion styling to music, dancing, singing, rapping. You know, anything you could want entertainment, basically.
Yeah, so you're like a hub for entertainment in the city. Have you branched outside of Detroit yet?
I actually live in Ohio, but I'm working up here. So we started off with basically Detroit is the main part that we're working at right now. And then we're going to hit the road, start hitting other states, college tours, stuff like that.
Nice. Okay. We can hear you, so okay. Yeah, we cool. But all right. So Ohio, Detroit. Obviously, we go back. I mean, that's like 30-minute drive. We like local right now. So, what has made you kind of just wanna do this and push it so that it's becoming a thing? I mean, it's like literally growing. What's really like pushed you to just be like, Lit House about to be a thing?
I like holding the mic. It just seemed like more serious when I hold the mic. Yeah, more official when I got the mic. But yeah, I threw the first one. Like I said, in my living room, I had a lot of dope artists that I had came across from, performing and competing. I love their music, generally believe like, okay, yeah, if we created the right crowd, this person could be successful. If I got a mixed crowd, this person could be successful. So basically I'm like, all right, if I create or start a movement where I can mold my crowd and also develop the artists along the way every month, it'll create that crowd that they need for that sound to be successful.
How do you can go ahead.
Okay.
How did you go about just rounding up all these different crowds for everybody?
I really think it was my personality, honestly. So, yeah, in the competitions, like I said, I was competing. A lot of people that I invited back to my living room or whatever, I had beat in the competition. So I'm like, they was dope. I ain't got no friends. I live in Ohio, so, might as well mingle, create friends with the people I was kind of beating or whatever. Mm-hmm. And also, some of them was beating me, so yeah, I was competing a lot, so yeah. Took a lot of losses, a lot of wins, But basically, I kept everybody around me that had good initial energy or whatever, positive vibes, passion, stuff like that, Created a little.
Yeah. So if you were to break Indie Boxx down into segments or maybe departments, how would you break that down? I know you got visual guy. I know we've got, how would you break that down? And how does everything come back together to work like a machine? How do you guys just make it work?
I'm gonna pass the mic around, after I give like a quick introduction of what we do as a collective. But I'm gonna let everyone speak on what their talent is and what their brand is that they're pushing, and how we're all a collective. But basically, we have models, we got dancers, we got painters, visual artists, basically. We got musicians, and we got just regular fashion stylists, people who like you just create whatever. But basically at the parties we would have live paintings, we would have models for the body painting, we would have dancers for the what is it called, the in between, the intermissions basically of the performances and stuff, something to entertain the guys, to keep the crowd balanced. And yeah, basically. And obviously the artist is performing, rapping and singing and dancing, and to keep a standard with basically trend setting, we always say dress to impress. So it's like nobody in there just looking like scrubs, everybody, looking, no offense, but not looking like a scrub. You know, you looking serious, like you either about to start your own trend or, you know, you just, you know, clean. You know, dress clean, serious. Like if you, cause you're gonna be in there networking, so you want to look presentable. Like, okay, yeah, I'm serious to work, or either this my look, I'm the artist. You know, stuff like that. So yeah, basically, we got fashion to stay ahead of trends and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Right, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Speaking of fashion, we can start there actually. What are, I mean, staying ahead of the fashion, or you know, on top of, or just above, it just, that's a big thing. Fashion and music kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, hand in hand. Yeah.
Just explain how that is a thing. You know, like I know you said dress to impress. So, what is that like? I mean, if somebody's coming in there and they want to really like just like this is me as an artist. I mean, what are we looking at versus like just some like you know. You know,
the reason why I say fashion play into it because I already like to dress or whatever, and when amongst me competing, you know, for that year or whatever that I was competing in 2016 and a little 2015 or whatever, I was always like the main kind of edgy dress. I'm competing in the hood scene, but I'm not like, you know, I'm a little underground with how I dress or whatever. So I was kind of like the focal point of like when I walk in, they like, oh damn, why the fuck she got on this tight ass or you know long shirt or whatever I had on, whatever. But it was fly to me, so I'm like, I like to observe, so I don't want to be observed amongst me observing everybody else. You know, I'm the main focal point. So I'm like, so I'm like, I'm gonna have a bunch of creative people around me, all trendsetting, all dressing nice, you know, in their own way. That way we're not observing and learning and kicking it, and it's not just one person, it's a whole collective, whole movement basically.
Yeah, and it's actually cool, and it catches the eye, and it's not only that, it's just like when you see this person, you almost wanna, you're more interesting. Yeah.
Mystique.
Yeah, you're mysterious, you just kind of want to know more about the person. So each of you all seem to have your own style. You want to just kind of go down, explain what your style is and where it might have came from, or just what it's inspired by.
Well, first off, I'm Cody Kane.
Nice to meet you, Cody Kane.
Nice to meet you, too. I'm about to be going by Yes Master very soon.
Yeah, okay. Yes Master, coming at you. Yes Master.
For sure. I'm about to be dropping Slut Tape Volume 1. Stand by for that one. Definitely going to be in all stores, social media, everywhere.
Slut Tape.
So, my main focus right now is music. I kind of dibble and dabble in fashion. I like to be a creative director when it comes to videos, and I think that's about right it.
Yeah. Let's go to creative with the videos. What kind of fuels the look that you go for, the goal that you want to achieve when you're editing and when you're kind of going for a look? What is the mindset?
I kind of want it to look more like
Does it vary?
Underground. Well, yeah, we got a photography company called Eating in Public. We got shirts. We do a lot of parties.
Eating in Public?
Yeah.
It's called Eat in Public, yeah.
Oh, Eat in Public.
Eating in Public.
Nice. Eat in Public, y'all.
Well, we came up with that back in 2008. We came up with the name because we like to eat a lot. Majority of the time we was in public, people kept catching us taking pictures and stuff of the sort, so it kind of got a little popular. And we just turned into a little t-shirt company, and now it's pushing the music and the whole little thing.
Everybody is like an entrepreneur, you feel me? Just doing everything.
Yeah, everybody got their own brand that they're pushing, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of how it should be in a functioning movement that y'all trying to accomplish. So that's what's up. So let's move on to the next. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Ray Marie, AREYMARIE. I am a singer. I also direct my own videos. Yes, I do. They're very creative. Yes. So how we all fall apart in a team, like we keep each other like balanced. You get what I'm saying? So that's how we're able to like deal with one another like every single day. Yeah, so it's basically like a family thing. We all keep each other up, spirits up. You know, we all there for each other.
Hey, where you originated?
Oh, I was born in Detroit, but I was raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been here for probably like 3 years.
Okay, so
Yep.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Back.
Yes, I miss it there, but I love Detroit too.
Okay, where's your heart though? I mean, growing up somewhere, I mean, you literally those become your roots too. So where do you feel like you identify more? Are you a Detroit girl? Are you a Florida girl?
I'm gonna say a little bit of both. Like I had like good experiences in Fort Lauderdale, and I had good and bad experiences in Detroit. So it's like both of them are like somewhat my peace spot. But I do love the beach though.
Yeah. They make you who you are.
Yeah. So everybody here cool. We here together as a team, and we gonna continue growing and keep supporting each other.
I know that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
so you can follow my music. It's actually AREYMA. It's AREYMARIE. So you can find that on YouTube. My first song I put out is called Boyfriend. Snoop Dogg actually liked that one. Shout out to him. Yeah, so it kind of started off like 1, 2, 3 into the 4. So it kind of gave old school feel to it.
We definitely gotta hear
Yep.
that.
Shout out to Real Pain too. Yep. And then my second one was Downfall. Shout out to T Grizzly. I kind of like remade that one, but like in the R&B way. They pray on your downfall.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can check that out. AREYMARIE.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, my name Fam. I originally started out here I was born in Detroit,
Okay.
and then I moved out to the burbs for a little bit.
What's the burbs? Cause y'all be trying to play us. We just a mile past.
Like Southfield, like Southfield, the burbs.
Okay.
You feel me? Out the way from the city, all the active life. You feel me? I was out there chilling for a little bit, but I started getting more into like fashion like clothing and I ain't trying to like swear right here. Shit.
I mean, to be honest with you, fashion requires so much creativity that it's just like sometimes it's almost careless in a way because you can just kind of throw things together. But what kind of just motivates you to just go towards fashion though? You know what I'm saying? Because there's like there's a difference between just throwing on some shit. And
More so,
like,
just when it comes to fashion, I like to see it. Well, like how I see it. If I like it, I'ma wear it. I don't care what anyone else think. You feel me? So I just push what I push. I like what I like. I wear what I wear, and I feel like anybody else should feel that way. And that's how like a lot of shit gets started. But like I really wanted to start my own brand, and I was gonna push that, but I slowed down to start throwing like events more so. And I'm getting to that, and that's gonna build onto it like a different brand, and we all had better ideas to like collab and like make like our own brand, but also pushing like the Eating in Public brand and starting with like photography and adding more so into music. And being more so Cody Kane, he got me more so wanting to make music now. So I feel like that's gonna be a field I'm gonna play a part in.
Nice.
So
you should most definitely explore all your avenues.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
I feel like it's a lot of opportunities, and I choose to take mine. So.
Hell yeah. I know that's right.
Well, I'm Leek, the fake Malik on Instagram. Follow me. But outside of the event coordination.
Event coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do the lit house, and then we have crowd promotions. So.
What? Okay. All right. Well, say what you're gonna say. I'm gonna ask another question about that, but go ahead.
It could be a long interview. So.
Yeah.
We got time. Yeah, we do a lot of shit.
And on top of the promotion and the event coordinating, I like to style. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like to put artists together.
Personal fashion stylist.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if anybody ever needs to get fitted, come see me.
Well, go ahead and plug yourself, my man.
The fake Malik, Instagram. Get at me. DM me. The fake Malik. No underscores. 2 A's and Malik. MAALIK. I'll pop up.
The fake Malik. All right. I like that.
But outside of what I do, where I'm originated from is Detroit, Michigan, and that's where I still am. From the city, love the city, always.
Yeah, well, explain your event coordinating as your part in the machine.
Well, we're crowd promotions, so I was
gonna ask about that.
The main thing about crowd is the name, and the name is literal. We're literally crowd. We move in a crowd, and we have a crowd.
Like we crowded y'all. Day of the
Yeah.
It's
hot, yo. It's hot.
Sorry.
And then it's deeper than just being a crowd. It's like we a family. Like, everybody that we like really mess with, we all tied in. Like, if you fuck with us, we fuck with y'all the long way. Like, that's real.
Hell yeah. everybody's trying to just scratch each other's backs in a way. You know what I'm saying? No, don't laugh. No, I'm just.
That's our vibe, though.
But
Like,
yeah,
we all positive.
yeah. So Manny, let's go, Manny. We had to set Manny down, y'all, because he's taller than everybody.
Yeah. I'm 6'6". All right, for sure. Yeah, my name Manny though. I'm with Crowd Promotions in Lit House. I grew up in Southfield, but I got the fuck on when I got the chance to and got my own crib out in the city. You feel me, Detroit. That's where I met Frank. I met Frank in high school, and so it was like a 3-piece. You feel me? We built that up. We had for sure. All sauce. You feel me?
Hey.
We started going to a few events in the city as a group, and it was the Lit House events that Temp was throwing. That's why she defeated. She had it started up before we was even a part of it. But we was telling ourselves like we gonna figure out who owned the venue and who throwing these parties at some point. But we didn't put no rush on it. We was just chilling with it. Like we go in every party, we smoke it out. We the first ones to start smoking. The last ones, we don't stop smoking. But you feel me? We the last ones to smoke in the air basically. But eventually, we was in the back room. We linked up with Temp. You feel me? We didn't really start anything there though. It was kind of just like we was floating around the same environment.
Now son was in the back room. Everybody was just
Just same environment, atmosphere.
Okay.
But eventually, we had towards El Capi, his spot downtown. But around December, towards the end of December, the beginning of the year 2017, we was gonna set up a little meeting with Temp to propose potentially like networking with her for some parties to see how it would go, because we saw she had a lot going with the team, and then within the meeting we found out like I guess she didn't know how big it really was. Like she be doing a lot of big things, and sometimes what I realized was that we kind of helped like show her the third party perspectives. You feel me? Us three became the third party's perspectives to show her what's really happening, and it gave a big boost under her and us, and so we just been going forward with that. You feel me? Also, me and Leek was a part of the modeling scene real heavy. We still are, but you feel me? Life, entrepreneurships and shit, you do a lot. But yeah, so we had went out on a couple of trips at the beginning of the year. When we had came back
This year?
we had went out to New York and Atlanta, and for that we went out to New York for New York Fashion Week.
Nice.
We did a few things out there, and that was cool. But when we got back to the city, we had another trip to Atlanta, and we got Frank on that one. You feel me, fam? And that kind
What y'all do
of
out there?
we went out there for a fashion show that we was hosting with another third party, but it went smooth. You feel me? I don't know. We came back to the city and we was just kind of like nothing was popping.
3-piece, right?
Yeah, the 3-piece.
Yeah, I met in high school, right?
Me and Frank met at high school. I met Leek outside,
Okay, outside.
after I started college and got in my got a loft.
High school though.
Me and Leek was throwing.
Honestly, that's a hard time to kind of connect with people.
It is because me and Frank didn't even connect in high school. All right, so I'm gonna tell you how it really happened though. So me and Leek was throwing parties at my loft. You feel me? And they was like, yeah, like she was throwing parties on her own. We was throwing parties on our own.
Lit loft, right?
You feel me? But we wouldn't even be talking about that much. But yeah, we was throwing parties and shit. She was throwing parties. But I got kicked out. Well, before I got kicked out the loft for this party we threw, I had went to a friend's open house and I had ran to Frank there, and he was just saying he wanted to fuck with like a new crowd and shit. And I was like, all right, for sure, like come back to my loft with me. So the same night we went back to my loft, and there's a lot of fun activities going on basically. And since then it didn't stop. And then we all just started throwing parties as a group at that bitch. They was like, we was packing it out with numbers. I got kicked out. I was the landlord's youngest tenant
who
though.
are you if you don't get kicked out of
That's what I'm
somewhere?
saying. And it was worth it for sure. It wasn't for nothing lame. Like we packed out all the floors. We got letters and shit. Like it was cool. But yeah, so we.
Did y'all cover the incidentals?
Mm.
No. Confidential.
But yeah, so when I moved out of there, me and Leek got a little bit closer because I needed a place to stay, so I started crashing with him. And from there, Frank started playing his role with us, and the 3-piece like became more than what it was, but they like really got like a life, like tag team of life, you feel me?
Nice, yeah, nice.
So that's when the proposal came to Temp. And then we basically was like, yeah, we
Now, how
want to
did
do
y'all
this
meet
shit.
though? Where did you meet them at again?
They was like loyal supporters to the movement. Like he was in my living room when I said I had kicked off the first Lit House event in the hood, whatever. Had white people in there, packed it out. He was there, you know, all type.
We get people to come to anywhere. People,
What year was this?
people will
This
come
was,
anywhere fucking with us.
March 15th, 2016.
Okay, so it's still fairly new.
It's new, but we did about 30 since March.
Yeah. And so it's new. You can call this my new thing, but it ain't new though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a strong attack.
I done did
Okay.
collabs with
Strong
people from
attack.
Cali, Florida, Atlanta, all type of stuff.
Nice.
And I also, with the 30 lit houses, it's not included, like me collabing with other coordinators within the city and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
the
we,
crowd come.
yeah.
Busy,
been a long time,
busy,
yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a long
Busy's
time.
good though. How does it make you feel? Like just the progress.
We're getting like
Going
better
forward,
at getting
yeah.
better at like holding everything together and making it go smooth.
Your craft and how y'all move smoothly as a.
Everything was getting done regardless, but it was the stress that came with it and like the
What type
time,
of stress? Like
just like not knowing. Like we basically, everything you learn as you go, and then you fix your mistakes for the next one. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a time process.
yeah, literally it requires basic training. Like
Yeah,
everything
for
you
real.
go through is not in vain. Even if it
But,
was
but it's getting
complete
better. You feel me?
fuck up.
You definitely win some and lose some, but at the same. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
You win some and you lose some, but
Yeah.
you win. You're supposed to win more.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
So,
Mhm.
talk to me about the event you guys got coming up this weekend.
August 12th, it's a Lit House pop-up. The flyer drop should be in like 2 days, whatever. So it's gonna be a 4-day promotion. We like to play with our promotion times, whatever. Sometimes a whole month, 2 weeks, 10 days, 4 days. But this one is 4-day promotion. Oh yeah, 1 day, 12. Oh yeah, 12 hours.
The thing about it is when you have supporters, that doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
it
'cause-
don't matter
yeah.
when you got a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we
People are
proud.
waiting like,
Shout out to
y'all got any more of them events?
I swear, no, really. We get every day we get DMs and stuff like, when the last event? We tell them, they like, dang, 9 days, that's a long time. I'm like, bro, we just had one last night, like, calm down.
It
really,
last
like,
night,
yeah.
It'd be like Saturday and
That's
on
what's
Monday they
up. I
ask you.
mean, you're giving
Yeah.
people what
Sunday
they
they
want,
ask you.
though. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Like
So
2
tell-
weeks.
I mean, what's this one coming up this week, and what exactly?
August 12th, that's a Lit House pop-up. What we calling that? Just a
Honestly,
party?
So normally what we do, let me see real quick. Normally what we do is like we have performances at our parties, so we give the underground artists a chance to get a platform with the scene in the area. But right now we kind of have we have a little lineup of 2 parties coming up where it's not performance based. So that's pretty
It's
much
just
how
more
we're
so a
going.
party.
Exactly, that's pretty much how we're going about these next ones, which
When
are
you have
cool though.
these events that are
We be trying to switch it up.
performance-based, how do people reach out to you again on your, in your lineup?
We typically have people reach out to Tim a while before the party. We make our posts on all our social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. Yeah, to start sending their submissions to her email, and then typically we try to do it as a group, listen to everybody. But if not, Tim got a real solid ear, and so that's how we go about it. But as far as crowd though, crowd was just really a way for us to incorporate bringing our Lit House crowd.
Helping other shit. Basically, crowd was created to help other coordinating companies or whatever, because we trying to build Detroit scene, that's our first goal. So yeah. So outside of Lit House X, we got crowd promotions, which is it have nothing to do with our artists. You come with your own artists or whatever, and basically we empower your party, bring the crowd out, because we got a loyal crowd that just want to be around us sometimes. So that's at least 200 people willing to just come out, for our crowd promotion. So, but that's not for Lit House though. That's for clubs who trying to activate their clubs, or venues that's trying to activate their venue, and they need some creatives to see it. Yeah, it's an activator for venues. So yeah.
So you're saying basically, if I need my shit to turn up to the next level, I can call y'all.
Yeah.
To
Promotion team. We market it, we promote it, we do everything, and we mix your crowd.
That's crazy. I mean, that's such a super smart idea, first of all. I mean, because people need this. Obviously, nobody's going to go anywhere that nobody's at. You know what I'm saying? So you're capitalizing on the crowd. That's crazy. I mean, super genius. Who?
Yeah, because like,
child, that's you.
yeah,
Me and Malik had thought about it a little
They
while
got the-
ago,
yeah.
But then when we brought the idea to Tim, it just matched up perfectly. We basically didn't like feed the idea until we built the Lit House crowd up a little more to be able to guarantee that we could bring about 200 people to see it. And we still working to bring our numbers up so the rates will rise with that too.
Nice.
yeah. Because when Lit House first started, I wasn't a party goer, so I didn't know how the scene already was in Detroit because I came from Ohio. Like, I dropped out of medical school to start this company, so yeah. So I came here.
I was gonna get to that. Okay.
Yeah. No, I came here because I'm like, I know, well, I got a soft spot for Detroit music, Detroit sound, but I also got to hear for like the underground, like the Fugees, Outkast, stuff like that. And I want to bring that sound back and, lyricism. So I'm like, how about I, do my own sound, whatever. I thought I could do it through rapping, but I seen how slow that was. So I'm like, maybe I can do it through a company. So I did that, booked other artists, and then that's kind of how we got it started up. We got a loyal, like, 350-person crowd that come out just loyal to the movement and to the sound that we creating and stuff like that.
Explain how much you have to love music over potentially multi-million-dollar salary as a doctor. Like, explain how much you gotta love music.
It's not about loving music. It's about loving.
Yeah, explain whatever it is that's driving you to do that versus that.
Well, first, not to sound like over like emotional or sensitive or whatever, but it's more so about loving like my black people kinda. I appreciate art, and I know how powerful art is, and I know the best way of communicating is through music and sound. And I also know that I'd be bored as fuck if I was a doctor. Like, I'm so creative. I'm so creative, like,
You gotta have fun with your life.
yeah, like being a doctor is a way of saving lives and helping people directly, but music is a powerful way of, reaching other countries. I can't travel to every country and help everybody, but through music you can help everybody by changing their lifestyle through sound or whatever.
That's amazing. And I mean, just to have that vision and then have a crazy powerful team, each and everybody's got their own identities.
Yeah. Like Manny, his family from Ethiopia, so
Nice.
yeah, like his parents don't even speak English, so yeah. Well, his dad, he pretty good, but
I mean, 'cause I know
Manny, I'm gonna let you speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain.
Don't fully believe the type of shit we be on. So
No,
it's
my
like,
parents don't.
do they believe it or are they like?
All right, so my parents do speak English, but they do be acting like they don't. They play the race card
Your
for
dad.
sure. My dad be moving he be moving. Man, I feel like if I was a foreigner, I'd play if I was a foreigner, I'd play like the foreigner card too. You feel me? Like you gotta do it sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, shit. Sometimes you don't want to answer things.